Released the identity of the two people found dead in an apartment yesterday morning. The investigation occurred in the 700 block of Bradley Street. Officers found the bodies of 39-year-old Courtney Grogan of Lake Charles and 40-year-old Cyrille Mitchel Jr. No further details were released. Police said this is an ongoing investigation.
On the night of August 18, 2024, around the area of McNeese State University in Lake Charles, Louisiana, things would be shaken up. What seemed like a routine evening for a mother of three turned into a tragedy very quickly. As that loving mother was in her home with her boyfriend and kids, someone would enter in the home, harming the two adults. As the investigation unfolded, a web of deceit and betrayal began to unravel, leading to a shocking revelation of the alleged people behind the tragic crime. 38-year-old Courtney Grogan was said to be the definition of a great mother who would go above and beyond for her three children. Her two sons were 8 and 5, and her one daughter was 3, and they were literally her entire world. Courtney was affectionately called Bunny by loved ones, and she said she was thankful, grateful, and blessed to have become a mother, and that the three were her best gift and the best part of her. However, her love for kids extended beyond her three, as she was a trusted teacher at Southwest Louisiana Charter Academy. Beyond that, she was an all-around happy person with the biggest smile, who was there for any and everybody. She also shared a special relationship with her father, who appeared to be the greatest grandfather to her children. Courtney definitely had a village behind her, even though she was no longer with the father of her children. All three of her kids had different dads, and it appeared the relationship with the kids' fathers were not on good terms. Now, the details as to why things were not good is not known publicly, but what two of the kids' dads are accused of tells just how much they did not care for Courtney. Courtney was in a new relationship with a 40-year-old man by the name of Cyrille Mitchel, also known as CJ, who was an inspiring music artist who worked in construction and was a father himself. It is not clear, though, how long he and Courtney had been together because she generally kept her relationships off social media. However, what she did share on social media was her kids and her everlasting love for them. Sadly, that motherly love was ripped away from her kids when she and CJ were executed inside her home. On the morning of August 19, 2024, around 7 a.m., the Lake Charles police responded to the 700 block of Bradley Street in regards to two people that were found unalive. Authorities arrived at that home and tragically found Courtney and CJ, who both had been shot multiple times. About 10 days after the tragedy, it was determined that two people very familiar with Courtney decided to take her life and her boyfriend's life. During the investigation, authorities determined that 38-year-old Sheltren Tucker of Groves, Texas, was one of the men that took part in the execution. Sheltren is also the father of Courtney's 3-year-old daughter, Chloe. Now, allegedly, a close source says that Sheltren said that somebody was doing something to his daughter. The female who made these accusations says she referred to Sheltren Tucker as Tuck and said he was a great man, great father, and a very rare black young man. He went on to say that as a great parent, you lay down your life, take a life for your kids. Now again, this is all alleged, and I hope and pray that Chloe has not experienced any bad things. However, if it is true, I wish he would have just taken his daughter from the home and worked it out through the court, because now she will have no parents at all. Nonetheless, it was not even the half of it, because 39-year-old Desmond Brown was the second man allegedly involved in the unaliving. And Desmond also is the father of Courtney's 5-year-old son, Colin. So the Lake Charles Police Department would establish that the men came together to carry out the crime. Both men were arrested separately on August 29, 2024, in the early morning hours. Sheltren was picked up from his job at the Total Engineers plant in Port Arthur, Texas, by the U.S. Marshals. He is currently being held on 2 counts of first-degree unaliving and home invasion with a bond of $2.1 million. Then around the same time, the Jeff Davis Parish Sheriff's Office worked with the Lake Charles Police Department SWAT team and executed a search warrant at Desmond Brown's home on Kayla Street, which is located off of Louisiana 101 and LaCassin. That day, while preparing to execute the search warrant, Officers said they saw Desmond leaving his home, driving north on Louisiana 101, and turned into the grab and go on US 90. And that is where he was arrested without incident. Desmond is being held for principal to first-degree unaliving, and his bond is set at $1.5 million.
Is facing murder and home invasion charges in connection with two deaths in a Lake Charles duplex last week. Police said 38-year-old Sheltren Tucker was arrested at his place of employment in Groves, Texas. He's facing 2 counts of first-degree of his ex-girlfriend, 39-year-old Courtney Grogan, as well as 40-year-old Cyrille Mitchel. Their bodies were found in a Bradley Street duplex on August 19th.
A second ex-boyfriend, identified as Desmond Brown, was also taken into custody yesterday in Welsh. Tucker is charged with 2 counts of first degree, 1 count of home invasion. Brown is charged with principal to first degree. Said both Brown and Tucker had children with Grogan at the time. Police said it was determined their children and another child was present at the home.
This is definitely a crime with a lot of questions as to how 2 fathers came together to take out the mother of their kids and her new man. Whatever the case is, there are 2 people that lost their lives prematurely to horrific crimes with the children present in the home. Their little lives have been altered and tainted by this. Not 1, but 2 of the kids now have no mother and no father, and it's not okay. The oldest child's father, who now has his son, left a message on social media expressing his thoughts and feelings. He said, "Courtney, all that other stuff between us ended August 19th. I've cried more than I care to admit about this and about you. I've cried for Kimball losing his mother the way he did. I've cried for future Mother's Day, birthdays, school events, and holidays that he won't see his mom there for. This wasn't supposed to happen, man. It just wasn't. All I can tell you is I'll do everything I can to make sure Kimball is raised with the best intentions and with love from both sides of his family. Rest easy, Courtney." Now, even though Kimball still has a father to care for him, his world has been torn apart and altered forever, just like the other 2. Then we have CJ, who was the boyfriend, and he was a father as well. So another kid or kids is affected by this nasty crime. So many family members shattered, and many left angry about it all. Sheltren Tucker's sister said, "F you, Sheltren Terrell Tucker, for unaliving your children's mother and her boyfriend, like you forgot how your mother was taken, and the children were present too like we were. Yeah, family or not, I'll never condone certain things. You and that other piece of crap that helped can rot. I will help the state administer the needle to both of you. Just disgusting, Terrell Tucker. Rest in heaven, Courtney and CJ." Now, she said what she said, and it is evident that whether or not she is not standing with what he did. Then to hear that they lost their mother tragically the same way was mind-blowing. Was Sheltren already disturbed from what he experienced long ago? And did it cause him to commit the same crime? Let me know your thoughts. Do you think the allegations are true about the daughter? Or do you think this crime was about something different? Maybe child support or not seeing their kids? However, no matter the reason, both of their lives matter and both should still be alive. I pray that the truth of everything comes out for the loved ones of Courtney and CJ, and that full justice be served for the 2 beautiful lives that were snatched away. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in their difficult time, and hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.